Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of All the Mods 7. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Yes, I have been busy. The problem is that apparently I have not been busy enough, because if you guys remember, in order to make the dimensional seed, we're going to need 9 times compressed blackstone, right? I know, I have said that several times. The thing is, I thought 9 times compressed is octuple compressed, and therefore it's like 45 million or something. No, octuple is 8 times compressed, and this one is 380 million. So gaze into my eyes. Mesmerizing, isn't it? No, we're screwed. Dr. Rage once made a similar system for bulk smelting items. We're actually using it for bulk hunting items. Essentially, you need cobblestone, you will get blackstone. The issue is that this guy has been working for maybe around 45 minutes and we only have 8 4 times compressed blackstone. At this rate, it takes 1700 hours. We can use a quarry and hollow out the nether, but 380 million is just a lot of millions. So I thought maybe we just need to have a system in order to supplement it, and apparently this is not good enough. It's just garbage. We need to go way bigger. But just before we start doing something relatively massive, I just wanted to mention a few points. Where's the wrench? Oh, here. We can always use mystical agriculture, we can always use a quarry, but sometimes it's fun to have fun. And besides, I am going to use a quarry in the nether in order to get netherrack because we also need 380 million netherrack. But I thought blackstone is going to be much more rare and therefore it does make sense to have a supplementary system. And my dearest All the Mods team, thank you for listening to me. I know that you didn't listen to me, but you know, just thank you. I also have a feeling that this is going to be something interesting to watch, so maybe we dig down so that we can observe the progress from high above. So, hi. First off, I'm very sorry that this is the most boring room in the base, but the problem is that next door we have our antimatter room. So literally, if I dig here, you can see it. Therefore, it's either boring or you have to watch black concrete. Secondly, this turned out to be much better than I was expecting because if we go back here, I can actually show you the result. In the crafter, we have 6 of these. That's roughly 360,000 blackstone. And I literally just set this guy up, so that's great. So wait a minute, if you look down, the door sensor cannot sense you. That was interesting. There's actually not much to explain about this room, it's just that we have 45 depots and 3 motors in order to operate the arms. And no, 7 igneous extruders were not enough. We have 19 now. I could not keep up with the production of cobblestone, so yeah. However, the most irritating part of today, other than breaking this hempcrete, is the fact that I discovered I made a boo-boo. The distance between this door and this door is 6 blocks. We don't do even numbers. So I either have to move this room by 1 block and that room by 1 block, or be happy with an even number. So here's what we're going to do. As far as you and I are concerned, this is 7 blocks. You're not going to count, you're not going to mention it. Oh, actually, now it's 5. I think that was the reason I did that originally. Or maybe I just got lucky. Who knows? But just to refocus your OCD from this wall to something else, I have a plan. We're gonna break this, and here's a gravel. Remember that. Well, I have been placing a ton of blocks. Now I thought maybe we should remove a few blocks. No, actually I was reading the page on bubbly hearts and I realized in order to get the yellow heart, we need to kill withers. For the moment we are going to need 10 yellow hearts, so there's going to be 10 withers. And I do have a feeling that there is no way in this world that this can go badly. Maybe it does. I won't make it. And we run. If you're confused, I'm also confused. I have no idea what happened. Did we kill them all? So yes, there is no way this can go badly except the fact that you will lose the hearts. So I guess we do this one by one? Okay, it's getting a teeny tiny bit more expensive than I was expecting because in order to make the higher tier heart, you need all the previous tiers. So we made yellow, but we still needed the red one. Obviously it's not a horrifying recipe, it's just that you should remember in order to get green hearts, we need to kill the ender dragon. So we need to do this like 20 times, which is fine, we have an OP sword. But But the best part of my life is that I think we have reached purple hearts. Yes! I love this mod. For our next bit, we need to work a teeny tiny bit on our magical area, but before doing that, I want to try something that one of you guys suggested. Apparently, in order to oxidize copper faster, we should be able to use a chemical thrower. Oh, you don't do that anymore? Oh, but I can right click. So, moment of truth, can we oxidize it with water? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. It's okay, I can wait. Okay, as I have already mentioned, the plan is that we're going to change our magical area into a fortress. Well, not an exact fortress, because I'm garbage at building, I can't make a fortress. But I am going to try and do my best to at least fortify it as much as we can. And I just realized they always say that the weakest point in a castle is the gate, because you literally have a hole in the wall. Ignore the fact that we don't have a gatehouse, but we have excelled ourselves in making a weakest point. It's glass. You know, if the enemy attacks, they just have to break the glass and come in. Anyhow, we are going to have a few towers, and if you see random towers and random columns, it's because, well, I have to make them and then use the copy and paste gadget in order to paste them somewhere else. We are going to surround it with walls, and we're going to place our structures within the walls. So it will look like a fortified castle? Maybe? That is the plan. Well, it has been a while later, we have a few walls, we have a few towers, and obviously, it's never gonna get completed in one day. But for the moment, I'm actually happy with it. That tower is extra, that's the original one, and I have to dismantle it. And I just wanted to tell you, I love mahogany. It's beautiful. Talking about mahogany, there is bonsai pots, right? We don't really have a tree farm, so we might as well have a botany pot. How do you upgrade? Oh, so wait a minute, we put you on top, we give you dirt, and if I give you mahogany, you're not going to harvest it on your own. No, you are not. That is weird. Actually, I kind of like this concept. It's like an actual bonsai. But how do we do this? Do we right click with a hopper? Oh, now it has a GUI and you have to put upgrades. So normal axe is going to cut it down. Fortune is going to give us more yield. Efficiency is going to increase the growth. And silk touch is going to give us leaves. This was our first ever enchantment. That's not really good. The axe is going to take durability damage. But correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's much faster than the original one. I think so. Okay, again, it has been a few hours later, and I almost finished the episode by doing apotheosis, and well, I wanted to get crazy enchantments. The problem is that I had to scrap all of it. Because here is the point, in 1.16 there was a trick in order to get super enchantments by combining each and every one that you get from apotheosis, right? So you could get fortune 20, unbreaking 20, looting 20, or whatever you wanted to get. Unfortunately, that stupid system in 1.18 no longer works. Or at least, that is my assumption. Maybe it works, and I just don't know how to fix it. Just to clarify my problem, let me try to show you something. So I can get fortune up to level 7. I cannot combine it in order to get fortune 8. And I wanted to get fortune 20 for our quarries so that we get super yield, but unfortunately that's not working. I even went to a creative world and I tried enchantment applicator and enchantment extractor from industrial foregoing. They also don't go higher than 7. So if there is a way, please let me know. I mean, in any case, worst comes to worst, fortune 7 is not totally garbage. Oh, it emits light. So for the moment, I'm going to set up our enchantment table over here until you guys can confirm, can I go higher than enchantment level 7? And you know, by level 7, I mean like fortune 7, unbreaking 7, and so on and so forth. Oh, efficiency 9. Never mind. But all the failures aside, I have discovered that Apotheosis has gone through an update, and now we have a very neat block. It's called the library. It does have 2 tiers, and whenever you put an enchantment book inside, you can literally extract the one that you want. So if I put this guy in, and I'm not really sure if we can get the efficiency 9 out of it because there is a limit, we can just take out the one that we want. For example, fortune. You just click several times, and here is a fortune 7. And you know, you can just put it back. And efficiency 9 also seems to work. Interesting. So let's get more, I guess. Aha. I did a few more enchantments and you might notice that we have lost 80 levels, but that is okay. I can demonstrate you my problem. I did manage to get enough efficiency so that I can have 2 efficiency 9 books, and if we want to combine them, it doesn't work. So I don't know, do I have to just get lucky, or is there another way to get fortune 20? I would really appreciate your guys' feedback. But another problem that you might notice is that we're going through experience extremely fast. Oh, and by the way, this was supposed to be a crypt or a mausoleum or something, and well, that's how it looks. Don't judge me. For the experience, I was thinking maybe we should be able to convert one of these towers into an experience tower. Well, obviously not a tower, I meant an experience shower. At this very moment, we do have a few mob farms and they are generating us experience, and I'm funneling that experience into a dimensional tank. You know, so that we can do this. Also, I realized one experience tap is incredibly slow, so we need to have multiple of them. So let us set up something at our magical area. I'm assuming if we have 6 tanks with faucets, that should give us enough experience fast enough. And you should remember that these are jumbo tanks, so each one of them can hold like, I don't know, 1 million millibuckets? Yeah, 1000 buckets. I know the dimensional tank is empty, the problem is that I still have problems with chunk loading. But if I'm not wrong, we still have enough experience in this tank. Yeah, 2300 buckets. That is a crazy amount of experience. That should fill in the tanks, that is good. And let us try to see how fast it is. That's not bad. It's a bit laggy, but it's perfectly fine. Just to store all of that experience, there is also an experience crystal from Utilities X. It's basically like the XP obelisk from Ender.io, and it's really neat. Which I guess for the moment, we can put it in our tank room. Nice. I forgot to mention that one of the main reasons that we are doing it like this and we are not using Knowledge of the Ages and a mob farm is because I'm tired of making mob farms. We have 4 already. This one has to be rebuilt, and I also need a mob farm for Evilcraft, so I need to make 2 more. And obviously, I don't really want to have 7 mob farms. 6 is already too many, and well, if I can avoid the 7th one, I am. But talking about Evilcraft, you might remember from a few episodes ago, we did manage to gather a few bloods, make a few gizmos, and well, we did not manage to automate the production of blood. And the way that we used to gather blood was that yes, we had a blood extractor and we used to kill mobs, so that we get a teeny tiny bit of blood. With Evilcraft there are a few methods of automating the production of blood, and all of them start with a pedestal. Both of these pedestals do the same, it's just that the powered version is actually much more efficient, so we're going to make this one. So here is the basic pedestal, and for upgrading it we need a few dark power gems. I have a feeling we need one more? Yes. Thank you, thank you. So here is the powered pedestal, and whenever we have blood stains on the ground, this guy should harvest it. You see? We got a teeny tiny bit of blood. At first I thought maybe I can shear the leaves and gather some blood, but no, that doesn't work, it has to be a naturally grown tree. So the other solution is that yes, we need to make a mob farm. We do have a few spawn eggs, we use a pig. The way that a mob farm from Evilcraft works is relatively easy. All you need is a pedestal and some spikes. If you drop an animal on top, he will die, and you get some blood. This is a very simple system to set up because all you need to do is that you need to have a few conveyor belts or vector plates, which we have over there, and you need to funnel the mobs on top of the spike, and then you will get blood. But simple is boring, so we're gonna have some fun. If you guys remember last episode, we discovered something by accident. If you drop villagers from a high elevation, they're going to produce some blood stains. Unfortunately, it also has a side effect of dying, but at least we will get our blood stains. Also, I'm not composting villagers, I was out of space. Oh my goodness, how tall are you? Okay, we are at the top. We push you down, hopefully. And there should be a blood stain. Perfect. And this blood stain can be harvested. Not like that. Like this. So that is the system that we're going to have in order to generate blood. We're going to have a villager spawner, and well, we're going to harvest their blood. Although arranging accidents for villagers is the speciality on this channel, I don't think putting up a spawner high up in the air is going to be fun. Let us try something else. And if you're wondering what the hell am I doing, I'm looking for the center, which does seem to be here. This is high enough, right? I wouldn't know. Let us have a test. That is a decent distance. So as I have already mentioned, I still have problems with chunk loading, and I don't think if we put the spawner way over there at our industrial area, it's gonna be loaded. So what we need to do is that we need to put it somewhere around here. And since I want it to be relatively hidden, we're gonna dig. This is going to be a beautiful 9x9, and Direwolf is going to be proud. We also don't really want to get any other mobs, so I guess we need to have some light. Okay, so I went to the base, and I fell in a hole, and I think we have everything we need in order to proceed. I also stole one more spawner from the roguelike dungeon. We're going to convert it into villagers. You're going to get a nether star, a dragon egg, a comparator, obviously a lever. Hello! We have our first victim. That is good. And basically what we want to do, why are you holding a shovel? I honestly have no idea, he's not holding it anymore, but basically what we want to do is that we want to teleport them on top of this column. So here is a warp scroll. I think we have to just sneak and right click. Yes. Do we have a jar which has mana? Yes. This is obviously just for testing purposes. You move away. But we need to have a source relay, so maybe we can put it first, then a source jar, and then a pedestal. I also made myself a tablet of warping, so you go in, and we need to augment it with the warp scroll. Like this? No. Oh, this is the wrong pedestal. Yes, we want the ritual brazier. My bad. So tablet of warping, we augment you, and we right click. Do you guys get teleported? Oops. Well, basically that's the idea. It's just that I was not planning to teleport myself. And yes, we get blood. Here is the other pedestal. Do you collect it? Perfect. However, I think we're out of source. No? Oh, you don't constantly run. Uh-oh. Maybe it's a one-time use. If not, we have to use a portal or something. But let us try this one more time. I don't know, maybe I did something wrong. We activate and I'm stuck? No. Yep. Well, it does work. And we're getting blood. We have a solution. Warp portals. So it's basically like the Draconic Evolution portal, but it works with source. We just need to have some arcane stone. I'm guessing that should be fine. It can also be any variant, so we use, I don't know, this one? It's more purpley. Why do they drop armor? And why am I wearing that armor? So I'm guessing this is our portal. Here is your source. We link you again. And then we just have to throw a warp scroll with a written location. So this one has a location. Will you work? Wow! Oops. They died. And it eats through the source. Okay. It is perfectly fine. The only thing that we have a crazy amount of is source. We just take it, I don't know, from that relay. And somehow link it to you. Too far away? Okay, it seems that it does consume source whenever you open the portal, but it's not consuming anything when it's teleporting. So if I jump in, it does work. And yes, it's a blood moon. And I would like to mention the reason that we're not gathering any blood is that the pedestal is full. Which means we should start making tanks from Evilcraft. It's not that expensive. And I also have a feeling we should be able to combine the tanks. Yep, if that is the case, let me get some more. That is 556 buckets. And I think the only thing I have to do is to put it like here. Yes, it does automatically empty it. Good. Also you, my dear friend, join the others. So I did upgrade the spawner and now we have a few villagers falling down. This is much more fun. Another problem that we have, and you might notice, is that, well, they do spread over a huge area. It's not a problem, it's just that I need more pedestals and we are generating a crazy amount of blood. And that means I can get hardened blood, my new favorite block. If I'm not wrong, we need 4 more of these pedestals. Making the gems is going to take a very long time, but if we add 2 more over here, with a dimensional tank, yes, frequency is 666. What else could it be? That should clean up the entire area, right? Yeah, if that is the case, we just need 2 more. Okay, so first off, I have to remove this tower very soon because, well, you might notice that the villagers are making a mess. Secondly, this is more of a gimmicky thing. We don't really need to do anything with Evilcraft. We have everything that we need, and there are a few gizmos which are useful. And actually, I have been wearing one of them for the past 2 or 3 episodes. The effortless ring. It's like the sash from Botania, so you can run faster and you can also jump 3 blocks. Also, jumping is kind of fun. You jump way more. I missed it. Like this. And well, the reason I made it is because I could remove the sash and wear the crystal heart. Otherwise, we would not have had purple hearts. But in any case, even though it's a very gimmicky thing, it's very efficient. Like, super efficient. This is the rate that we're getting blood. So if we want to experiment with Evilcraft, which is a mod that I have never used, we're good to go. Also, I have noticed we have a few vengeance spirits. I mean, you can literally see it on the map, there's like 20 of them. But I guess with a few torches, we should be fine. Just before we wrap up today's episode, there is one more thing that I want to try. And maybe we should remove this. Because you know, how much singularities are we going to need? So the thing that I want to try is that if you put a nether star inside a generator from Industrial Foregoing, which is called the Nether Star Mycelial Generator, it will generate you 4000 RF per tick per generator, and it will last for 120 seconds. I have been checking our loot fabricators, and it seems it takes 10 seconds for a nether star to get prepared. Of course, this is a self-aware one, so the chances of failure are negligible, but if we have a few of them, we can operate, I think, a decent amount of generators. Essentially, if we consider the fact that it might fail a few times, also logistics and transportation and delays, each of these loot fabricators should be able to handle 10 generators. So you give it 2500 RF, you get 40,000 RF back. The problem with this Nether Star generator is that it does require the Supreme Machine Frame, which does require ether gas. And therefore I have already made the laser base. I don't know, for the start maybe we go with 6 lasers. And we definitely need to have a stasis chamber. Oh, we have a frame. Nice. So we are going to build it out of rebar concrete, which is from Engineer's Decor, and it is witherproof. I would like to mention that it does not have to be witherproof, but since I have problems with chunk loading, I'm just taking extra precautions. Cause you know, this is literally on top of our base, we don't want a loose wither. Also, I did not find a wither-proof glass. There is one from Mystical Agriculture, but it does require wither skeleton essence, which I don't have. So I'm just going to use Panzer glass. This is supposed to be anti-explosion, but I'm not sure if it can stand against the wither. So this dude has power. It slowed me down. So I guess we can just spawn him. And we're good. Please be good. I think we're good. Shut up. Wither ambient. Shut up. So my dearest friend, we have found your beautiful head. Here is the drill, and I can't place it. Yeah, I had to kill the wither, it wasn't fun. This time we placed the laser first. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we should be fine. Oh no, we're not fine. Yes, we need a lens. I have no idea why I always forget this. But now we're getting it, that's fine. I have set up a new dissolution chamber, I have set up the patterns, and yes, now we have a Nether Star mycelial generator. I have never used them, so I'm not exactly sure if it works like extra utilities, meaning it's going to wither you or explode or something, so let us do it over here. Yes, it does wither you, but it does generate 4000 RF. I was expecting some upgrades, but apparently not. It is perfectly fine, it does what we want it to do, so next episode, maybe we're going to have a generator area. Cause you know, we need to make fissile fuel, and I don't think gas burning generators are going to cut it. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.